I'm Indy Brown. I'm CEO of Tri Destined Studios and producer of Note to Self. But when Christian Keys brought this project to us, we were really excited that it was a coming-of-age story, that it was positive, that it was authentic, and it was true to what we believe, you know, African-American males and males go through in life, and we don't always get to see it in mainstream media.
Well, I wrote it in 2005. I just thought it was time for like a really cool college story, you know what I mean? Something funny and different, you know, with some heart to it, and we developed it some to shoot this, and figured it was time, and something, you know, really cool to make people remember all the fun we had in college, and then, you know, all the people that are still gonna go, you know, have them look forward to it.
This was one I really wanted to partner with Swirl Films and Image Entertainment, and I called Brett and Eric, and I was like, oh my God, you guys, you know, this is really something we have to do, because rarely are we in a position to greenlight a coming-of-age story.
A coming-of-age story is typically a story about a character or a person who's coming into a new phase of life.
Even when I took it to the director, immediately he knew this was a story that he wanted to tell.
The idea of this guy journaling through his senior year, when I read the script, it was really interesting to me. I mean, when you see this, it's like this is going deeper.
Curtis is in the senior year of what ought to be the easiest year of his college experience. In the second semester of his senior year, just everything, when it's supposed to be so smooth and so easy, just falls apart.
I read the script to Note to Self, and it was an amazing script, and I could relate to Paula in so many different ways. I saw the casting lineup, and I was like, I have to be a part of this project, so gotta put it all together.
At our company, we always cast the big stars, but one of the things we also do is we bring in the fresh faces. And we pride ourselves on making sure that there's a balance in our films, and we're bringing up a new generation of actors.
Christian, as an actor, everyone knows the boy can act.
He lost like, I think, 15 pounds for this project. I mean, he really dedicated himself.
He was fantastic as usual. Since the first time we worked with him in Perfect Combination, it's been nothing but absolute magic.
When we put LaToya, we knew we had hit a home run.
It was our first time working with LaToya. She was a consummate professional.
She was really open to any direction. Easy to work with, easy to work with.
There's nothing else I can say except for a great actor when I think of Richard T. Jones.
He came in and really grounded his scenes and brought a really real element to that father-son relationship.
Funny thing is, he is the exact complexion of my father.
And like the first time you see him, and he's like Curtis, and that first moment, I mean, I was like, we're making a movie.
You know, for a girl from Cleveland, you know, it was awesome when we booked Brian McKnight.
It was very present and prestigious and very in that moment. So yeah, it was great. You know, it was definitely, he was the person I had in mind for this.
It's unfortunate that not only do you very rarely see on the screen African-American men helping each other out, nurturing each other. It's unfortunate that you don't really see too much of that in real life either.
He came in and his demeanor and the professionalism that he had and the seriousness that he took this role, it showed on camera. It's like he did his work.
I swore that if I was ever acting in a movie, I wouldn't get all actor philosophical about it, but it's true. It's very difficult to do this and to have the performance that you need without feeling something. And I definitely felt that based on not only my relationship with my sons, but with my own father.
When I think about my favorite scenes, honestly, there were a lot. But I have to say the moments with Valerie and Christian actually being there and seeing a mother that's knowing she's dying, and how beautifully they played that out. And they allowed that closure to really come about, and for her to get those last moments with her son to tell him he's a king. And I feel like so many African-American males, and males period, need to know that they're kings, and they can be anything and do anything. And that was just a very powerful scene to me.
She walks in the room and it's like an energy comes with her.
It's always a bright sunny day when Valerie comes in. No matter what the weather's really like outside, she just brings the sunshine. Valerie is absolutely phenomenal.
When she was in character, she looked at me in my eyes like she was my mom, you know, like she had birthed me. And it was just awesome working with somebody that was that present and that amazing.
Miss Eva was such a joy. What a natural talent. She came in, nobody knew what to expect, but she was absolutely brilliant.
We knew we were getting the top model, but Eva's also a top actress.
Everybody has somebody in their life that's funny. Everybody has people who make you laugh. They might not be a comedian in real life, but they just are funny people, you know, and that's real. So we want it to be funny but realistic.
I have two crazy best friends by the name of Tiffany and Darren, who they're the life of the party.
Braylee, you better watch out, because that one right there, she's a star. The relationship between her and Walter, I mean, they really played off each other. And LaToya, like those moments, we felt like they were really friends.
Braylee Evans, love her spirit. It was awesome working with her. You just feel like smiling if she's next to you.
I'm gonna tell you, this woman is gonna be a face that people are gonna remember.
JT is hilarious. Jason is hilarious. I can't wait for y'all to see some of the outtakes.
The two together, I don't know if a volcano, you know, erupted, because it's like it was so hard for each camera person, sound from everybody in the room to just not scream laughing. And I thought Christian did a great job with them too, because they are comedic geniuses.
We've been working with Clifton on projects for many years now. Clifton always comes in and knocks it out of the park. He just comes in and gives you everything you ask for and more. You could never be anything but happy with Clifton.
Everything was always so organized and put together. The cast was friendly. We became like a little family in a very short period of time. But everybody was so cool to work with. I hope I have the pleasure of working with everyone again. It's not a lot of the times you find, especially when you only have this much time to get this much work done. It's not a lot of times that you find something so well put together.
Ultimately, Note to Self is about self-realization, deciding that life is what you're gonna make it.
I'm excited for people to see Note to Self because I think that it's going to be the kind of story that inspires people, which is always one of our goals at Tri Destined. We really always want to inspire people to live their best life.
I think my biggest note to self is that I don't always know everything, although it doesn't seem like I do.
Note to self, check yourself. Just constantly check yourself and make sure you're always at the level of where you want to see yourself at your best self. Everybody
came together and really gave their all to make something that would influence people in a positive way. At a time when so many things are what they call reality, you know, this is the reality that we lived. You know, we went to school, we had friends, we had a total life, you know. Our moments were positive and challenging. And we hope that in telling this story, people can see their destinies unfold. They can see how they can make better choices in their lives, regardless of the circumstances. That life is like one big old note to self, you know, and what you tell yourself and what you choose for yourself becomes your life.
I think people are going to be pleasantly surprised. I think it has a great storyline. It's funny, it's moving, it's sweet, it's sad. It takes you through this emotional roller coaster, but you will enjoy the ride.
It gives me chills to see something you've worked so hard at for 7 years now, to be born into the world. It's dope, and now the world gets to see it, you know. And all these people came in working so hard, from the director to the producers to Image and Swirl and Tri Destined to the cast and crew, and they worked so hard at something that you created, and they treated it like it was their own, and that's awesome to me. I gotta thank this cat too. He's the reason I work so hard.
All I have to say is, I love you, Dad, and keep up the good work.
I love you too, man. Thank you.